freedomtraining.net is the website to go to. And here, all you got to do is fill out your information, register. Everybody that's new should go through this website. And by the way, you can go ahead and join some of our groups here. It's got the link to my podcast there as well. Okay, we've got some of our mentors there. And so once you create a free account, you just go to member login on the top. Okay, and you log in with your credentials. Now, once you're in here, ladies and gentlemen, here's what happens. You've got the calendar. We went through this, is all the important stuff in the Zoom links that you need to, right? If you need a mentor, I got the list of a lot of the mentors on my team, not all of the mentors on my team, but a lot of the mentors on my team that you could choose from here. Okay. But here's what we look at. We look at the novice module, novice training. Okay. This is the basics. If I open that up, if I click it and open it, module 1, this is where all new people go. Module 1, let me let a few folks in. Module 1 takes you to all of the videos, right? You got this fast start training video. This video here has a ton of views. This is the first video. After you pass the certification course, this should be the first video that all new people watch. Every new person that I sign up, I say, watch that video, pass certification, watch the fast start training video. Then you and I would get on the phone or a Zoom to do a game plan interview, which I train on that. Okay, that's in our academy. The game plan interview training is in our academy as well. Here's what we're going to go through though. If you notice here, there's a couple of videos that we've got. We've got how to approach a warm market, solar crash course, scripts training. So this particular training that I'm going to be doing today is already recorded there. So you could watch that scripts training, and then guess what? You could come over here and you could copy this link. You just want to highlight it and copy it. And paste it, and you go there. So here's what happens. We've got the scripts training. So we're going to go through some of the scripts here, and we're going to go through some questions, and we're going to be done by 10:45, right? Or 1:45 for you East Coast people. So I'm going to go through some of the scripts, and this is a script for homeowners. This first script here is for homeowners, but we've got recruiting scripts, we've got door knocking scripts. There's a whole bunch of scripts on here, right? But I want to give you guys an idea. So the homeowner, this is to approach a homeowner and to get a bill. Okay, so there's two different options here, two different scripts for approaching homeowners. And here's the deal, any of these scripts, make them your own, meaning you don't have to say it word for word how we say it. If there's certain words that you use, it's like folks instead of people, right, etc. Make it your own, make it look like it's you saying it. But what I recommend is that you always practice these scripts a bunch of times, rehearse them. Where the mind forgets, the body remembers. The mind forgets, the body remembers. Your mouth just says it. Why? Because you've drilled it. In martial arts, they're called drills. You do the same drill over and over and over and over. And we say you do it over and over. Drillers are killers. And you do it over and over until the mind forgets, the body remembers. Same thing with the scripts. So a lot of these presentations, a lot of the handling of objections, a lot of the presentations with homeowners that I do, because I sell a lot, I recruit a lot. Guess what? It's because of repetition, right? So here we go. So I'm going to approach a homeowner after I say, hey, Mike, how's it going? You know, all of that stuff. By the way, I'm going to post a link. I'm going to post this particular link in the chat. Okay. So while I got you guys here, let me post it in the chat. There's a direct link. So let's make it happen, guys. So, hey, Mike, after, we say our hellos, I say, hey, Mike, listen, reason I'm calling you, bro, is because notice I throw the bro in there, right? Again, I'm making it my own. Hey, Mike, listen, the reason why I'm calling you is because I actually just started a new solar career. I just started a career in the solar industry, and I'm super excited about this, man. I'm actually currently finishing up my certification, but I need to design 4 more new savings reports and present them. I was wondering if you could help me out. Look, here's the deal. You don't have to buy anything. You just have to let me present it to you. If you allow me to present it to you, okay, my company will actually give you a 3-night and 4-day stay in Vegas, and there's no timeshare presentation. Now, here's another side note that I like to say, and it depends on you. You can stop right there. Ask the question, ask for the favor, stop right there. Or you could also throw in, look, bro, I don't care if you buy or not. Okay, if you just let me present it to you, you get the trip, and I get a bonus for doing 4 more of these that I need to do, it's a win-win situation. So now I look indifferent. Look, it really doesn't matter to me if you buy or not, but I got to design and present 10 of these. So if you help me get there, company gives you a trip to Vegas, I get my bonus for doing these, whether you buy or not, it's a win-win. Does that make sense? Because my job, what is the number one thing that we do here? We sell solar. We build teams, we train people, but no money is made until solar is sold. So therefore, this is a script that I created that worked for me when I got started. How do you give the Vegas trips? Here's how you give them, okay? In order to use this particular script, you got to kind of have this, smartsolarrep.com, okay? Smartsolarrep.com, somebody put that in the chat. That is a website that $37 a month. You get a discount if you pay for it the entire year up front. For $37 a month, you give unlimited trips to Vegas for 3 days and 4 nights, 4 days and 3 nights in Vegas. No timeshare presentation, unlimited amount of trips. All they do is they pay the taxes, which is like $30. You could opt to pay those taxes for them, so you charge them nothing. I use that all the time to get appointments, to get people to commit to signing the contract today, for whatever the case may be, right? I've been using that in my credit repair company for years, since like 2016, okay? So smartsolarrep.com, the phenomenal service that I use. I pay $37, well, I pay for it for the year, so I get like 2-3 months free, but you have the option to buy yearly or monthly. Here's another homeowner presentation. This is from corporate. Hey, Jen, have you noticed your electricity bill has been going up lately in the past few years or the past few months? They're naturally going to say yes. Everybody's utility bills are going up. Me too. You probably don't know, but I recently started with a company called Powur Solar, and now I'm certified with Powur to help homeowners evaluate if solar is right for their home and could possibly save them a ton of money on their energy costs. Now, if solar didn't cost you anything, JC, if solar didn't cost you anything out of pocket, JC, would you be open to me showing you a solar savings report? Now, if the answer is yes, here's what you get. If you're wondering, what info do I get? Here's the info that you get. Utility bill, name, address, phone number, email. There's a way to, let's say they just moved into the house. Do you need a utility bill? Somebody put in the chat. If somebody just moved into the house, they got no utility bill. Do you need a utility bill in order to get them that the solar savings report? I want to see in the chat. I want participation in the chat. We got 84 people here. I want to see some participation. Do you need? No, you don't need it. Exactly. You don't need it. There's a way to figure it out. I'm not going to get into details about it, but I will tell you this. We do it based. Here's how I was taught, and it works well. You take the square footage of their house, and you're going to multiply by either 4, 5, or 6. By 4, 5, or 6, you multiply by the square footage. So it doesn't matter. You work with your mentor. Your mentor will show you this, but I'm telling you, square footage times 4, 5, or 6. What determines a 4, 5, or 6? In a nutshell, 4 is a minimum. Husband and wife both work, come home, have dinner, watch a little bit of TV, maybe no central AC, it's a minimum. 5 is like an average family, wife and kids, husband, wife, and kids. They come home, they watch TV, they have dinner, they got AC, right? But they, they're kind of moderate. You could go to a 5.5, you could go to a 4.5, or a 6 is extreme. 6 is, yes, my wife is a stay-at-home mom, and she's got the TV on, she's watching Netflix, she's got the AC on, there's lights on, the kids, they don't know how to conserve energy, they come home, they're watching TV, playing video games, and we got a pool as well, okay? If that's the case, that's a multiplication of 6. Anyways, we could go a lot more thorough with this training, but that's not what this particular training is about. So, scheduling an appointment. Here's a couple of questions that you may get when scheduling the appointment. How much does it cost? I'm sure all of you guys get it. How much is it going to cost? I tell them, look, we really don't know until we look at your utility bill so we can see how much electricity you're actually using and how much you're paying for that electricity. Also, the way the sun hits your home and how much exposure your home gets makes a big difference. So let me get you a solar savings report and we'll take it from there. Sometimes I give examples. You guys know I'm famous for 10 years for saying this. Facts tell, stories sell. In selling, stories go a long way. Facts tell, the stories sell. So I say, I'll give an example. You can have a 2,000 square foot house and your neighbor across the street can have a 2,000 square foot house. And his bill may be double than what your bill is. His solar system may cost double than what yours does. Even though it's the exact same size, so it's not about the size of the house, it's about how much electricity you use. So there's no way for me or anybody for that matter to really give you an accurate assessment of how much it's going to cost you unless unless we're able to see your electricity bill and how much electricity you're using and what you're paying for that electricity. Or it's too expensive is a question that comes up. Okay. What if I told you that after the 30% tax credit, with what you're currently paying to the utility company, you're going to end up paying that amount of money anyways in the next 8 to 12 years. Okay. So think about what I just said. Next 8 to 12 years, you're gonna, now that's in California. Outside of California, it's more like 10 to 14 or 15 years, just to be clear. But after the tax credit, whatever you're paying to the utility companies today, in the next 10 to 14 years, is going to be right around the same amount that the solar system is going to cost you after the tax credit. Okay. A lot of people don't know that. They have no idea. Your posture when you're talking to people makes a big difference. For example, I could say the exact same thing, but with different posture. Oh, it's too expensive. Well, I mean, what if I told you that, after the tax credit, you're going to pay your utility company basically the same thing after like 10 to 14 years. That posture sucks. That posture is not going to get you anywhere, right? But here's a good one. Write this down. This is very important. This is an oldie but a goodie. Feel, felt, found. Hey, John, listen, I know how you feel. A lot of my customers, before they met with me, they felt the same way. But here's what they found out. What they are currently paying to the utility company, they're going to end up paying the same amount of money in the next 8 to 12 years than what their system costs after the tax credit. Did you know that? So whatever the cost of your system ends up being, when you deduct the 30% tax credit, that amount of money you're going to pay your utility company in the next 8 to 12 years, in the next 10 to 14 years, whatever the numbers are for your area. Now, the posture, have as a matter of fact, posture. The posture that you say it in makes a big difference in anything you do. So let's keep it moving. I'm going to go here and look at some questions here. Yeah, we got some people you could meet up with locally here. So you could go through the mentor list as well, and you'll see a lot of the mentors here, and it shows where the mentors are from. All right, so let's keep it moving here. For recruiting, okay, to a Powur Business Showcase. Okay, so now we're going to a script on recruiting. This is all about scripts today, remember. So, and I got to keep it moving because I've got 17 minutes. I got to get to the office by 11. I'll see some of you guys at 11 a.m. You know who you are, and I'm expecting to see you guys at the office at 11 a.m. Hey, John, listen, all of these scripts, by the way, are after the hellos. We got the hellos out the way, okay? You want to get the hellos out the way in less than a minute. Hey, John, how's it going? Hope you're well. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Then get into the script. So here we go. Hey, John, listen, the reason I'm calling you, bro, is because I actually just started my solar business, and I'm very excited about it. I'm going to be actually having a grand opening via Zoom, okay, because my business is nationwide. The goal of me having this via Zoom is to introduce people to our company and show them how we can save homeowners and how we can show people how to become our affiliate for free. And we actually pay $1,000 per referral for anybody to go solar with us. Can I count on you to make it? This is if you're going to have your own business showcase. We used to call these PBRs, private business reception. Essentially, that's what it is. So let's say, for example, you got started and you want to build a team. You could go out there and have your private business reception. And doing your private business reception, here's what it is. You invite, let's say, 15 people to a Zoom. One of the leadership people in your leadership come on the Zoom and they do a business presentation on your behalf. If you get 15 people to tell you they're going to show up, you're going to get 5 to 7 people to actually show up, unless you've got very good credibility. Okay? So this is a script that's done for that specifically. You could also invite them to the 5 o'clock opportunity webinar that happens tonight, right? But this for those of you guys that want to grow your business fast and you want to have a business showcase, you can do it this way. Here's a soft approach that I do, and I recommend that everybody does with every single person here should do this. And if you haven't done it, you're leaving money on the table. And more importantly, you're also not doing what duplicates, because here's the deal. When you recruit people in the network market or direct sales world, when you recruit people, the way you this is so key. This is a golden nugget I'm going to give you. The way you recruit somebody, you're training them. If I approach you with a simple duplicatable approach, a simple, easy to duplicate approach, you are going to be thinking, if the business interests you, you're going to be thinking, this business sounds good. And can I do what JC did? Yeah, I can do what he did. He didn't share the information with me. He gave me the tools to watch it. I watched it and I got started. Can I do what you did? Yes. And that will make it more likely that they're going to join your business. So the scripts and the system that we give you isn't just because it works, it's because it duplicates. So here's a soft approach that you should do with a minimum of 100 people. And all of you know 100 people. There's not one of you that does not know 100 people. Maybe 1% of people might not genuinely know 100 people. The problem is that people think that they don't know, and really what they're saying is that they're prejudging. Do not prejudge people. So here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call my brother, my buddy Lewis, let's say. My brother, it's different, right? Which my brother, I had a very direct conversation with him. But when it comes to this business, right, I'm going to go ahead and contact let's say my buddy Lewis, right? Small talk. Then I say, hey, Lewis, listen, the reason why I want to call you, bro. Anyways, sorry, let me start over. I wanted to give you a call to let you know, bro, that I actually just got started in the solar industry, and I'm very excited about this. And this is what I'm going to be doing for the next 15 to 20 years. Anyways, man, just wanted to let you know, in case you know of anybody who either has questions about solar or anybody that may be interested in going solar, I would appreciate if you'd keep me in mind. You cannot do that with 100 people, man, and not get somebody to ask at least some questions about it, to be interested or to know somebody that may be interested, okay? This is a soft approach. Now, here's the deal. If they reply with anything positive, here's what you write. I appreciate that, bro. By the way, listen, our company has a really cool ambassador program where they'll actually pay you $1,000 for anybody that you refer to as that decides to go solar. Okay. If they brush you off, though, just move on. But anything positive, they say, oh, yeah, it sounds good, bro. Keep in mind, or anything positive, you make them an ambassador. Do not offer them to become an ambassador. Make them an ambassador. There's a difference. There's a big difference between offering them. Hey, is it okay if I send you over a link for you to sign up to be my ambassador? No, that's a wrong approach. They already gave you something positive. You got to assume the sale. Sometimes I watch movies, right? I watch some chick flicks sometimes because of my wife, right? But anyways, the point is I watch some of these, or sometimes we like to watch some reality shows. And I see some of the dudes on these reality shows and they got no killer instinct. The girl clearly likes him. She wants him to kiss her. And I'm thinking, dude, she's giving you all the signs, bro. Reach over and kiss her before she thinks you're a pansy, right? You got to assume the sale. Same thing with this business. You got to assume the sale. So if somebody gives you something positive, say, I appreciate that, bro. By the way, listen, our company has a really cool ambassador program where they actually pay you $1,000 for anybody that you refer to as that decides to go solar. Let me go ahead and send you the link so you can sign up. You see how that works? I'm assuming the sale. Now I've got you a little bit more committed. The fact that you went and signed up the link, I got you a little bit more committed. Now, here's the deal. What if you eventually recruit that guy? Right? He becomes an ambassador, turns into a consultant. He says, yeah, I may know some people that may want to go solar. And he's, kind of excited about it. Why not offer him to become a consultant? Now he's really going to be excited about it. Then when he's going through the training, you're going to say, guess what? Remember this approach? This is what I did with you. Oh, yeah, that sounds familiar. It's because it works. Let's keep moving. Here's the same approach, but on the business side. See, this other approach, this prior approach, was that you just got started a career in the solar industry. You just started a career. Here, it's the same approach, but you're switching it. You just started your business. So if you're an entrepreneur, if you've got somebody that's achieved certain levels of success, this might be approach. It's the same thing. But instead of saying you just got started in the solar industry, you're saying, I just started my solar business. I'm very excited about it. This is what I'm going to be doing for the next 15 to 20 years. I'm letting you know in case you have anybody who either has questions about solar or anybody that may be interested in solar, I appreciate if you keep me in mind. Now, if they reply with anything positive, I appreciate that. By the way, I'm having a grand opening via Zoom because it's a nationwide business. And the goal is to show people how to become our affiliates for free, and we pay them $1,000 per referral for anybody that they refer to us, right? Can I count on you to make it? It would mean a lot to me. So it's the same thing, but you're tweaking it a little bit. If you're an entrepreneur and people know you're calling people that know that you're an entrepreneur, they respect you, it might be a better approach to approach them that you started your own solar business, which essentially is what we all did. Here's an aggressive recruiting approach. Hey, John, what are you doing tonight at 5 p.m. that's more important than learning how to make $100,000 per year from home? Let's say I call Jessica. Let's say Jessica and I used to work together. So Jessica, unmute yourself. I'm going to role play with you. Jessica is my project manager and assistant. She's awesome. She's my right-hand woman. Okay, she's incredible. Okay.
Trophy
right hand, woman and project manager. So here's the deal. Let's pretend we used to work together. She used to work in the escrow business before. Let's pretend that we work for the same escrow office, right? So let's say, and we're friends. We keep in touch. We follow each other on social media. I'm going to give her a call. Jessica, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. How are the kids? Everything good?
Everything's fine.
Awesome. Well, listen, I know you're super busy. You probably got to make dinner for the kids and whatnot. I know you're a busy woman, so I won't take a lot of your time. But listen, the reason why I'm calling is this. What are you doing today at 5 p.m. that's more important than you learning how to make $100,000 per year from home so you can provide a better life for your kids?
I don't know. Sounds interesting. Tell me more.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Look, I got to go into a meeting right now, so I don't have a lot of time to talk. But here's what I could do. Tonight at 5 p.m., there's a Zoom. You can watch it from the comfort of your home, but I recommend that you watch it uninterrupted. I'll just tell you this much. It has to do with the solar industry. You know that the solar industry is booming, right?
Yes, I've heard.
Okay, perfect. Just trust me when I tell you, if I send you a link for you to get on Zoom, will you get on Zoom and give it your undivided attention for about an hour?
Sure.
Okay, great. I'm going to text you the Zoom right now, and I'll see you there at 5 o'clock, and then we can jump on the phone call afterwards to answer any questions you may have, okay?
Sounds good.
Okay, great. Then I'm gone. And one of the things is saying that you got a meeting, and I said it after, saying it before. So let's say, for example, I'm talking to Jessica, say, listen, Jessica, real quick, because I got to run into a meeting right now, but real quick, then I get into my pitch. You guys see where I'm going with that? So if she wants to have a whole bunch of questions, guess what? I already told her I don't have a whole lot of time to talk because I'm about to run into a meeting, right? But I asked her what she was doing that was more important at 5 p.m. than learning how to make $100,000 from home. Now that you could fill in the blank. It doesn't have to be 100,000. It could be how to replace your income. It could be how to be financially free. It could be how to send your kids to a private school. Whatever their motivation may be, you fill in the blank there. I want you guys to let me know in the chat if you guys are getting some value from these scripts. So let's keep it moving. Sarah, if 20 years ago you knew what you know now about Amazon and had the opportunity to have invested or gotten involved, would you have done it? Hey, Jessica, if 20 years ago, this is, of course, you already have a little bit of a conversation, right? You already said your hellos. Sarah, let me ask you, you can even, Jeremy Miner uses this a lot. Sarah, let me ask you this. I don't really feel that comfortable using this term, but some people do. A lot of people do. Off the record, right? Hypothetically speaking, if 20 years ago, you had the opportunity to have invested in Amazon, right? And if 20 years ago, knowing what you know now about Amazon, and you had the opportunity to invest in it or get involved somehow, would you have done it?
100%.
Yes, right? Awesome. I've got something bigger than Amazon, Jessica. Let me send you a video for you to check out. And I would send them either the full presentation, or might be a better idea to send them the solargoldrushvideo.com. It is a 3-minute video that I recommend before you send any of these videos, you watch them yourself so you know what you're sending. You got to find the videos to pique interest and to present the business that you feel comfortable, because you also know your people. Some people may be too slow talking, the presenter may be too slow talking, too calm. And you got this person that's high energy. You might want to send them the proper video, somebody with higher energy. Somebody's energy might be a little bit too high. And this prospect of yours is too conservative. Send them a more conservative approach video. Does that make sense? The opportunity.solar, if you go to opportunity.solar, that'll open up my 24-minute full business presentation. Okay. So the 3-minute video is a generic video, solargoldrushvideo.com, or you could go to YouTube and type in, somebody put it in there, please. Put the YouTube link on the chat, please. The Solar Gold Rush video, right? And if you type that into YouTube, you'll see it. Put the link here. The short link, it's not very short, but the easier way to remember it is solargoldrushvideo.com. That when I do this approach, think about this. I asked Jessica, let me ask you something, right? Off the record. If you knew what you know now about Amazon, and you had the opportunity 20 years ago, if 20 years ago you knew what you know now about Amazon, and you had the opportunity to have invested or gotten involved, would you have done it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, good. I thought you'd say yes, Jessica. Check this out. I've got something bigger than Amazon. Notice what I just did. Check this out. I've got something bigger than Amazon. I'm like the pauses. Why are comedians so good? Why are some comedians good? It has to do with their timing and their pauses, right? Their reactions, how they slow down and they speed up at certain times. You got to get good at that, right? I've been recruiting a whole lot. If I wanted to, I could be the number one recruiter in this company easily. But it's not about just recruiting numbers. It's about sponsoring people. It means you recruit them in and you guide them through the system and give them the best chance of success. It's not just about, let me just put people in the system, right? So now here, let me send you a video for you to check out. I could send her the 3-minute video. Watch this 3-minute video, Jessica. And after you watch it, I want you to let me know, okay, if you have any questions and what did you like best. If she watches that 3-minute video, guess what? She's going to say, more than likely, she's going to say, this is interesting. Tell me more. Now I can get her to commit to the 5 o'clock live webinar or to watch a full presentation. The problem is that some people, you give them a 24-minute presentation, they may not stick around all 24 minutes. But if you pique their interest with that 3-minute video, that'll get their interest piqued enough for them to actually pay attention to a full presentation. If you feel like just giving them the full presentation, then give them the full presentation. Okay? So if they ask, what is it? I'll tell them. It's actually the #1 fastest growing solar company in the world. We're like the Uber of the solar industry. Okay? Here's another generic invite script. Mike, have you ever considered the solar industry? I just started working with a solar company, and some of their guys are killing it, bro. Okay? If you're open to checking it out, let me know and I'll send you some info. Now, here's another thing that I might throw in there from time to time. Bro, eventually everyone's going to go solar. And this company pays between $7,000 and $10,000 per sale. If they're not interested, okay, no worries. I'll keep you informed how it goes for me. And then move on. When it comes to inviting prospects of any kind, you cannot be emotionally attached to the outcome, to their response. Here's a new homeowner list. This is me visiting new homeowners. And guess what? The link to the official training for new homeowners is on this script. So we got you want to go learn prospecting, door knocking, we got the door knocking script. And then we got the link. Look at this, door knocking script. And guess what? We got the link to the training on there for the door knocking script. I mean, we got a lot of resources here. This is what I did to get to to get to mentor in 11 weeks. It took me 11 weeks to get to mentor. Okay. Hey, how's it going? My name is JC. I just want to drop this off, and I hand them a flyer. I say, by the way, congratulations on your new home. It's beautiful. I'm bringing their guards down, right? I just congratulating them on their baby. Their baby is their new home. By the way, So I said, I knock on the door, knock, knock. They answer the door. I'm like, hey, how's it going? My name is JC. I actually just want to drop this off for you. And I hand it to him. So I'm kind of breaking the preoccupation. Oh, okay. It seems like that's all I'm there to do. Give them a flyer. So even if they might be a little bit closed off, right? They're like, oh, okay. That's what he's here to do, to drop that off. Okay, let me see what that is. Boom. Then I go ahead and hand it to him. Then I say, by the way, congratulations on your new home. It's beautiful. Now I'm bringing their guard. I broke preoccupation. Now I'm bringing their guards down by complimenting something that they're very proud of, their home. They say, thank you. Yeah, no problem, no problem. I just want to introduce myself, and notice the posture. I just want to introduce myself. I hand my hand out there and I nod my head, because communication, only like 25%, I don't know the numbers exactly, but only like 25% of communication is the words you use. It's a lot more about the tonality, about your body language. So you got to get good at this. That's why you practice, you rehearse these things, right? So I just want to introduce myself, because I'm the solar specialist in the area, and I actually help a lot of the neighbors in the area go solar. By the way, have you guys ever considered solar? That's it. That's my damn script. That's how I went from 0 to mentor in 11 weeks with no prior solar experience. But I knew this is what I got to do, and I got to make up the numbers what I like at scale. And my goal was what? To get the bill, the name, number, email, get as much information as possible. At the very least, I don't get the bill, I get the name and number. Guess what? The training on this specific thing, training is here. The link to this specific training is right here. Okay, let's keep it moving. Door-to-door script, I'm not going to get into that because we don't have time, but there's a door knocking script. It's on here. Okay, and the link to the training on door knocking is on there, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys got some value from this training. It is 10:46, and I had to leave at 10:45. Let me know in the chat if you guys got some value from this training, okay? And we're going to keep it moving. Let's have a great week. The future looks bright. The solar industry is amazing. I mean, it's changing a lot of people's lives. And guess what? We're at the forefront of it. The majority of people that are going to be involved in this industry are still not involved. The majority of the world, it hasn't gone solar. There's such a big opportunity. That's why a highly trained team equals a highly paid team. You've got to watch the training. You've got to dedicate at least 2 hours a week to getting yourself trained. You got to sharpen that axe. Notice I said at least 2 hours a day. And guess what? Couple things. Mentor Factory, it's going to be end of July. We'll announce it this week, I promise. I am creating, and I have all the content ready, the top mentor training. How I became the top mentor, selling over 115 deals in 2021 and in 2022. How I became the top mentor team builder in the company. That's going to be a training that I'm gonna release in a couple of months. It's going to be a video interactive training that's going to be for sale. FYI, and I'm going to get in the studio probably later this month to start recording. It's going to be like 5 hours of nonstop content. 99% of my trainings are free. But I am going to create this training. This is going to be the most powerhouse training on everything from team building to hiring your first assistant to the homeowner presentation to how to recruit. And I'm going to train people, and I'm going to also give them tests afterwards. You can't even go to the next video until you pass a test from this prior video training. And they're like 5 to 7 minute long videos. But after every video, there's a test that I come out and I test you. And if you don't pass a test, you got to watch the video again. So it's not just like a bunch of trainings, just watch them. No, if you passed it, that means that you actually learned the stuff. That's coming in about a month and a half. But I am going to start pre-selling it ahead of time at a discount. So just letting you guys know of some of the things coming up. So with that being said, I got to get to the office. I appreciate you guys. Let's have a good day.
Real quick, what's the address for your office?
9040 Telegraph Road in Downey, California. Suite 3. We're meeting the second floor, Suite 212. Okay, guys, have a good day. We're going to close this off.